We love Derrick Rose, man.
Very, very well said. What a player, leader. Had a great. I thought also like, we know the explosiveness. We know he could score. We know he became, I think, an excellent playmaker. But he had a great he had a great poise about him too. I think he was the way he led his teams was, you could tell the guys followed him, they loved him, they cared about him. That connective tissue is so important. So other than his peak being shortened by injury, his level was all time.
Yes, sir. All right, the next one. At Flix2013 on YouTube. Steve, what was the most surprising challenge as a head coach, and would you ever pursue it again?
I don't think I would pursue it again. It was a unique situation where they came to me and said they, could use my help with this group, and was I up for it? And so that was a great moment, a great journey. Unfortunately, we were always hurt. Our big three played 16 games together in over 2 years, so we never really got to see the finish line in
Hornets on defense now. Nowitzki with the steal. Nowitzki is out there with Durant. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Irving in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivered.
Here's Kobe. After the main shot from KD. Bryant. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. To the inside. Oh, great play. Dirk Nowitzki.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift
$149 left in the first half.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, he loved the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Irving. That one drops for him. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball.
And 3 from Jordan. The Hornets pull it in. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound in this one. KD passes to Booker. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Booker's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And Booker gets that shot off so quickly.
First hit.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
On the corner. No good from Booker.
That's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Pass to Bryant. And the rejection by Curry.
And Steph Curry not necessarily known for his defense, but it goes to show you he plays with great awareness.
Now here's Irving. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Curry. Irving finds Curry. Another 3 for Charlotte.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead.
He said it's a lot. Smart.
Calling on the right guy at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Yep. classy and the thing you learn about.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game one and a big lead right now for the Charlotte Hornets.
Even harder like that.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. On the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
Stick to the script. So that for me is something I can transfer.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks.
Just said on the process, just like
They've made it this far.
Understanding the
Game one of the NBA Finals.
Being patient,
Shaq,
understanding
how
that
much
things just not
brighter
gonna
is the
happen
spotlight
overnight.
here in
You
this
know, and have to work
championship
towards
round?
whatever
It
that
doesn't
is.
get
You know,
any
we-
brighter. This is
in
when
basketball,
you
you
need
know,
stars
working
to be
towards we want to
stars,
be great.
moons to be moons, and your
Count it
galaxies
to
to be
life.
galaxies.
You know what,
Saying
Ernie,
that
this is what you dream
relationships
about.
does not just
But you gotta
happen
stay in the
overnight.
moment.
It's
You gotta
about every day
focus on things
applying
that
and
got
every
you.
day working towards
How
it.
about planets
You know,
to be
and
planets?
for me,
Does that apply
it's-
here as well?
You know,
Yes,
being a
it
leader of so many different franchises in my career and so many different men.
Thanks for spending halftime
understanding
with us. Time to get
that
it back out to Kevin Harlan for the
how to
start
get
of
the
the third
most out
quarter.
of players, you know, and being able to understand that the communication that you have with one player doesn't mean that you communicate that to get the most out of this player the same way. And I've been able to use that type of leadership into my household of now having kids, understanding,
time for more
you
of the
know,
NBA
Bronny and
Finals
Bryce
on
and Curry,
2K
they're all
Sports.
different.
What a
Yeah,
time of
yes,
year.
they're all my kids, but
Kobe Bryant
how I talk
really
to
making a
Bronny,
difference.
maybe
Yeah, and through the
different than how I
first two
talk to
quarters,
Bryce. How I
he
talk to
has
Jordan,
been
and different
the
how I talk to
offense
Bronny,
for this
they know I'm
team.
going to get the most
Well, and
out
I
of
expect
it.
they're
So,
going to continue to
you know,
lean on
sports has
him
allowed
as
me
we
to kind of
continue in this
use,
game. Why
you know,
not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
I guess, leadership and where I've been in my career.
And we're
Take
ready to
some of
get
those
back
things
into the
to
action
my
here
household
in
as
game
well,
one.
but also
See what
to
this
use
quarter has
the
in store for us.
It's all about the
So it's
process.
all
You
on the
can't just think it's going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now.
You talk about them, it almost comes up
Kawhi
in every
Leonard is out
episode.
there with Duncan.
The best two
And it's
shooters.
Nikola Jokic. And it's Rose. And it's Kobe in at the 2 spot.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jokic with it. On the wing, Kobe.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a tall, wily guy who forces you to take tough shots.
A shot by Curry, no good. Mavericks trail by 12. Leonard finds Rose.
Big game, bro. Really big game.
Now Duncan.
Got
it! Duncan down low.
And Duncan's just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Curry can't get it to go. The Mavericks shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Rose. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Charlotte leading by 10. Here's Giannis. Outside for Durant. Wants to get it to Nba2k and does. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Dallas. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with his last 4 minutes tonight. Wasted no time on that one. Kobe's got 11.
Firing back. Kobe enjoys any opportunity to tap his competitive spirit.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Up top, Curry. He's covered by Rose. Curry, good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Down low. Here's Rose. It's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Booker, shoots over Kobe, and there's another one for the Hornets.
Well, Booker is too good of a shooter if you don't get there in time.
It's stolen by Curry. Curry on the drive, and Curry puts it down.
And there is no better way to add to the win.
And that jersey, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
And now we're out until after December 15th, which just happens to be the exact date players signed this offseason become trade eligible. The universe is like the script at this point. And yeah, there's a report that Luka Doncic first to be called to Lakers and last step to be Giannis. We're going to talk about everything here. He's going to be one of these very top superstars.
Charlotte making the switch. Nowitzki's checked in. And Dallas also making the switch. Jordan, he's checked in for Leonard.
Subscribe, comment, basically comment on the video. It's my way of thank you guys for helping people see YouTube channel that never get a million subscribers. We're doing the same exact thing.
Jordan kicks to Duncan. Pass to Jordan. Back to Kobe. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Bryant is a wide open look. Dallas no good that time either.
In this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
To the middle. Here's Duncan. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
To the inside. Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Bryant. Kobe with the slam off the drive.
Lightning quick off the bounce. Bryant, one of the better athletes to ever play this game.
Outside Curry. Pocket 6. Nowitzki with the screen on Rose. Curry passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Corners off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue this.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Malone's checked in for Dallas. Jordan kicks to Rose. Dallas moving it around. Inside, deflects the pass. Here's Curry. He's got 16. To the paint. And Nowitzki in the stuff.
Nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense when he's not scoring.
Rose dishes to Malone. Pass to Jordan. Smooth finish by Jordan. Jordan in the interior.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. He makes quick, solid decisions.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Nowitzki for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Nowitzki's got 11 points.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Rose, good.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Charlotte Hornets. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Durant is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Irving. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Cunningham in at the point. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Yeah, absorbing some contact. Booker with great body control.
Rose looking around. Here's Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Cunningham, and the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Mavericks trail by 12. Pops it up for Jordan. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Right on the bucket, Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Mitchell's wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Mitchell's got it back down to within single digits for the man. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. Tries again. Nowitzki playing big on the inside. Mitchell passes to Jordan. Irving comes up with the rebound. Running in, looking it over. That's Nowitzki at the elbow. Over the wall. Nowitzki, no good.
There's no reason to fade away there.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's Mitchell in the jam.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
Franchise swap. Now, this is falling under the radar for the matter of long. But they also like having ownership situation.
Showing almost entirely new outfit now for Charlotte. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Durant. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Irving. Maxey's checked in for Booker. And it's Stephen Curry in for Cunningham. Then for the Mavericks, Jokic, he's checked in for Malone. Duncan comes in for Michael Jordan. Kobe subject to Mitchell. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForge courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He loves their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Rebounded by Nowitzki. Charlotte leading by 5. Here's Curry. Holmgren in the post. Working on Rose. Yep, that goes down.
And looking to get stronger. Holmgren and threw the ball tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Got it to go off the glass.
And Rose wants that leadership position when the team needs a big bucket.
He really has no idea how to fix that team. I mean, he's
Nowitzki.
great in NFL history. Back to basketball. The last time
No good from 3. Average trail by 5.
Rose in the post.
Guarded by Curry. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Charlotte making some changes. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in for Holmgren. Kevin Durant comes in for Nowitzki. And it's Devin Booker in for Maxey. Antetokounmpo. Outside Booker. Booker going to work inside.
You know, a go-to guy in these situations. Booker gets his team much-needed points.
Good. Lays it right in there.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, those are the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Booker! Clean from outside.
And why is Booker so consistent from game to game? It's because he's got picture-perfect mechanics.
All sorts of time. The shot is good.
And Derrick Rose accustomed to carrying a team offensively, taking and making big shots down the stretch. Nothing new.
They double team KD. Curry outside. Now Booker.
And with Booker's shooting ability, it's easy to see why the defender went for that pump fake.
Giannis now to be traded. His first choice, New York Knicks.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Just how infinity. And it just wasn't going to work with the Milwaukee Bucks if they're going to give up Giannis Antetokounmpo. I can tell you that they're ready for extreme player. And Luka Doncic himself in player, trying to
He's off on the free throw, able to get that second one to drop in.
So, yeah,
Launches it, and there's the three.
I'm not giving up Austin.
About playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the Mavericks go on time here. They trail by 8.
The Lakers' best paycheck makes $18.9 million. That's a $3 million gap for the Lakers need to fill just to make the trade legal. They could kind of lose with
Kobe against Booker.
Kobe
wanting it more. The fire.
Coming through when it matters most. Kobe thrives under pressure.
Now onto the combo. And an intentional foul right there.
15 minutes a game if they end up pulling the trigger on this trade. The second problem is
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
But that's who they would ask for. You're not going to get moved up.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
It drops.
And Rose is used to getting knocked around, especially with the force he drives the basketball. But how about the exceptional body control there?
He drops the first one, that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work in the foul line, this lead will be safe. A tremendous scorer with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
His free throw is good, and that turns the lead to 6.
Plus young assets like Cameron Thompson and the Shepherd, or Brooklyn with 15 first-round picks available. And really seems like the Lakers are bringing a plastic knife into a gunfight. Greg Lakey of the Athletic even said, I don't think the Lakers because he would real his reputation. It would be really
And he cannot convert on the second. And he commits the intentional foul.
The Lakers have summaries. First round picks, that's good. And that's not good. Giannis pulls up the line and every other team.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And right now, everyone indications suggest that most of the people just have to go to one team in specific.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's an 8-point game. Dallas calls timeout. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, you're going to have to play this out in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Jokic fire. Missed on the 3. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Devin Booker. The 3 is off.
So it's
the Hornets picking up the win. Pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
That's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
The OKC Thunder completely changed the NBA. Now instead of trading for established stars, teams are more likely to stock stockpile draft capital and try to ensure that they have depth for the future. Just look at San Antonio and Houston. According to CBS Sports, the only reason OKC would trade for Giannis wouldn't be because they need him. It would be to keep him away from the field. They don't want him. They just don't want to play against him either. Even that's a little ridiculous. He's currently in the East, and unless the Houston Rockets are really trying to make a move for him, I don't really see a Giannis move impacting the OKC Thunder that much. So, with that being said, who are the real contenders? The number one contender is the New York Knicks, still Giannis's preferred destination. Jake Fisher confirmed that Madison Square Garden was the specific temptation that Giannis acknowledged at Media Day. The problem? The Knicks refused to offer more than Karl Anthony Towns. That's not enough. But if Giannis tells every other